by the Montana Television Network. Montana This Morning continues on Montana's News Leader.
6:32 on your Monday morning. Two Bozeman banks are about to become one. What the purchase of First Security Bank means, that's just ahead.
6:32 on this final Monday. Holy cow, let's start all over. Good morning. Final Monday in October, and it might be my final newscast if I can't work it out here in the next couple of minutes.
I don't know what's in
It's
Chet's
the weather, Matt.
coffee.
It's cold. That's the issue.
You know,
I'm
and I
having a
think the
problem.
morning temperatures are probably going to really impact the afternoon today.
Easy for you to say.
All right, temperatures into the 20s for the early part of the morning. We are going to see a slow warm up, but likely only into the 30s today. We do have warmer temperatures likely to build as you move a little later into the week. Switch to a wintry forecast by the time you head into Wednesday. Your complete forecast, of course, coming up in just a few minutes.
Thank you, Matt. I'm going to give it a shot here. 6:33 on this Monday. Our top local story this morning. A Bozeman bank, first started nearly 100 years ago, is now being purchased. Glacier Bank Corp. is acquiring First Security Bank. First Security was first founded in Bozeman back in 1919. It's the largest locally headquartered bank with $1 billion in total assets. First Security has locations in 5 southern Montana communities in Gallatin County and in 6 agricultural intensive northern Montana communities. In its own literature, Glacier Bank describes itself as a company of banks doing business in 7 western states. Company says First Security in Bozeman is a good fit with Glacier's other banks. It's low risk and will solidify Glacier's place in Montana. Now, Glacier already owns Big Sky Western Bank offices in the Bozeman area. Firm says it will combine Big Sky Western and First Security locations under a new name, First Security Bank of Bozeman. In northern Montana, the offices will combine with Glacier's First Bank of Montana and will adopt a new name, First Bank of Montana. Glacier says there are many reasons for the acquisition, points to the strong Gallatin County economy, with Bozeman ranked as the 4th fastest growing micropolitan area in the entire United States. Glacier says Gallatin County has a population that's expected to grow nearly 10% in the next 5 years. Says the newly combined banks will be able to give customers more attention and better service. Combined banks will now control almost 35% of the local banking market.
In other news this morning, law enforcement agencies are examining how troopers and deputies patrol our roads, month after a tragic deputy's death last May. MTN's Caitlin Corbett takes a closer look how these officers stay safe while patrolling solo.
Does that bother me and does that scare me as a sheriff? Absolutely. I mean, that could have been one of my deputies.
Montana's Gallatin County, 2,600 square miles, an area twice the size of Rhode Island, and just 36 sheriff's deputies to patrol it, each one riding alone.
For instance, if you get called out to a bar fight or a domestic disturbance in Big Sky, your nearest backup is either coming from West Yellowstone or Bozeman. So you're talking a half an hour.
It was just last May when Broadwater County Sheriff's Deputy Mason Moore was tragically shot and killed while patrolling alone along this stretch of Highway 287. It's left many wondering, how can the authorities keep our deputies and troopers safe? And a big part of it is relying on surrounding law enforcement.
The fortunate thing is we work very closely with the Sheriff's Office, the police departments, MSUPD, Fish and Game, Forest Service. We can all hear each other. So when something large occurs, everybody can respond to that and essentially back each other up.
Going solo isn't out of the ordinary. For Montana Highway Patrol and the Gallatin County Sheriff's deputies, it's the norm.
Yeah, especially for the county. It's just, that's the way our schedule's set up. And it'd actually be odd to ride with somebody unless you're on training or something. It's always in the back of your mind, especially when you know there's certain situations where maybe no one's close at all. And I think it definitely is something you think about. But at the same time, you know, if you have to go do somebody or somebody needs help, you gotta go. So I think you just remember that and do what you can to keep yourself as safe as possible.
But what if Deputy Moore wasn't alone that day?
He did everything by the book, and that's the thing that probably makes me the sickest as a sheriff is there are some things that we absolutely don't control. And you know, looking at the case and everything that happened from it, if there were 2 deputies in that car, we might have had 2 dead deputies. So that's a tough thing, you know, especially for a boss. for a leader, it's tough to not control and make sure that your people are safe all the time, every shift. But we do the best that we can.
Sheriff Gutkin says it would be impossible to cover the entire county if deputies were partnered. And while they did add 2 deputies in 2015, adding enough to pair them up would be a significant expense to the county taxpayers. Instead, they use training techniques like crisis intervention training, along with interpersonal skills to communicate in hostile situations. While law enforcement agencies throughout Montana are reviewing what happened to Deputy Moore and finding ways that they can improve their emergency responses, they won't forget that day in May.
Deputy Moore's death is still being reviewed by law enforcement agencies as they look for ways to improve their response efforts and to keep themselves and their communities safe.
Shifting gears just a bit, more than 200 runners and walkers participated in an annual event in Butte Sunday morning, honoring those dedicated to ending underage drinking and driving. Participants braved the cool overcast morning for the 4th annual Light Up Mariah 5K and 1 mile memorial walk. The Butte Country Club. Run is held to raise money for Mariah's Challenge, which was started in memory of 14-year-old Mariah McCarthy, who was killed 10 years ago by an underage drunk driver. Her sister started this run, so people will never forget.
Just have Mariah's Challenge be at the forefront so it keeps us in the minds of everyone, you know, and so that kids can kind of be reminded of what it is, because it's been 10 years and a lot of kids now probably don't really know what happened or what it is.
By the way, an update, Connor McGree of Butte was the winner of the 5K run, crossing the finish line with a time of about 18 minutes. Wow. That's awesome.
Incredible.
Takes me that long to stretch for a 5K, so that's awesome. Well done, Connor. Yeah, beautiful event. I love that. Raising lots of money for a fantastic
Great
cause.
awareness. Great time to check in. Stay with us. In just a moment, our own political analyst, Dr. David Parker, sits down with 2 representatives, Westerman and Jean Forte, working on forest management reform.
Before that, though, let's head to New York and check in with Nora O'Donnell for a look at what's coming up this morning on CBS This Morning.
Ahead on CBS This Morning, the latest on today's expected indictments in special counsel Robert Mueller's Russia probe. Plus, the woman who accused NFL great Peyton Manning of sexual harassment is speaking out for the first time. Inside Edition's Deborah Norville joins us with part of the interview, never before seen video of Manning's 2003 deposition. We'll see you at 7.